I actually believe this is my last video that I'm filming of 2021, but my first video I'm posting for 2022. Hi guys, and welcome back to Time with me, If you're a trend subscriber, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome to you too. While here, don't forget to click on subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notification every single time I post a video, and follow my socials, let's be friends on social media, guys. Happy New Year, happy. So I'm filming this video on the 31st, but by the time you guys are going to be seeing it, it's the New Year. Happy New Year. Honestly, I hope that you guys had an amazing, safe crossover. Honestly, I hope that you guys had fun, and I hope that this year is just filled with blessings and nothing but the best for all of you guys. I am so excited for 2022, for this new chapter that we're opening, for this new journey, guys. We're truly highly blessed and favored to, be here and to be seeing this day, and I hope that you guys have an amazing year. This video was supposed to go up last year, on the last day of the year, but then I don't even have a proper explanation, but I'm gonna be filming it today. And I just want to say, 2021 has been a year full with so many challenges, full with so much growth, full with so many adventures and blessings. And I'm so happy to finally be letting go, because 2021 was just a maza. But anyway, as you guys can see by the title of today's video, I am going to be filming my very first Q&A. I've had my channel for 2 years and a few months, and I have not ever filmed a Q&A. So I asked you guys to ask me questions the other day, and I'm going to be answering the questions to the best of my ability. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this Q&A. And I also want to say that in 2021, I did myself a disservice by not celebrating reaching 1,000 subscribers, and then I reached 1,500. I'm like, okay, I'm going to celebrate that, and I still did not celebrate that. And I feel like I really did myself a disservice by not celebrating, because I was meant to celebrate in September, then I celebrated my birthday, then October was just a maza, then November I was writing exams, to December, and everything was just messed up. But I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you that have subscribed to my channel, all the people that have been liking, commenting, sharing, telling their friends, to tell their friends, to tell their mothers, to tell their neighbors, to tell their aunts, to tell their uncles. Like each and every single one of you guys, thank you so much for just taking the time to subscribe to my channel, to watch my content, taking time out of your day to watch my content, guys. Honestly, truly appreciate it. This year, I promise, before this month ends, guys, please bully me into doing it, into celebrating reaching 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully by the time I'm going to be celebrating, I'm going to be on 2,000 subscribers. So that will be, that will be fun to celebrate. But whatever number I'm at, I'm still going to celebrate it regardless. But I hope that you guys are going to have an amazing year. And thank you so much for all the love and support that you guys showed my channel in 2021. I don't want to get emotional on this video. Like, this is not a video for me to get emotional. I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you guys have showed me. I am truly so blessed and highly favored to have you guys. I love you guys and I appreciate you all so much. I'm forever grateful for all of you guys, and we also got monetized, so there is that. So thank you guys. So yeah, let me stop rambling and let me get into the video. The very first question I'm going to answering is, what was your biggest fear about moving and leaving your family? I think my biggest fear about moving and leaving my family was that I was going to be disconnected to them, and me knowing that I won't be able to visit them whenever I just want to visit them. Like, I can't just go up and visit them, and also missing family celebrations and family gatherings. That was like one of my fears. And also just so happy that this year, like, we're able to all still be in each other's lives and still love and support each other and still be there for each other. So that is, that was great for me. So are you planning on extending your stay with the program after a year? I don't know. You guys will just have to wait and see, because my au pair year does end in literally 16 days from when this video is posted. My au pair year does end. So you guys will be able to see what's gonna be going on. I'm actually very excited for you guys to see what's gonna be going on. I don't want to disclose anything. I just want you guys to see. How are you mentally? How am I mentally? Thank you for asking this question. How am I? I think right now I am happy that the new year is starting, but then honestly I'm just so tired. I'm like fatigue, like any fatigue really gripped me. But I'm just so happy that we're starting off a new page, a new leaf, and starting new, fresh, and blessings are pouring onto us. But I'm okay. Like, for the most part, I'm okay. I'm content, even though like I'm really exhausted and tired because of end year fatigue. But other than that, I'm okay. Thank you so much for asking that question. Like, I'm even trying to think, like, am I really okay? Like, are you really okay? Oh my team, are you really okay? But I'm okay. It is what it is. I'm okay. What are your goals for the 2-year contract of being an au pair? I don't know if I'm going to be doing 2 years of being an au pair, but then I don't want to disclose what my goals are because I just want my goals to speak for themselves. Because sometimes writing them down and manifesting them and the work showing for itself rather than me announcing my plans, and then if something doesn't go well, then people are like, how? But then you said that you were going to do this January, no, you know. So I'm just like, you know what, it's always just better for me to do things rather than me disclosing or discussing what I'm going to be doing, because sometimes and I don't want that. So it's always just better for me to just show, so you'll be able to see all the stuff that I'm going to be working on and all the goals that I'm going to be reaching and all the goals that I have set for myself. How do you save up to buy the luxury things that you want? Like, I was meant to film a video on how I save up my money, but then this is how I do it. The biggest thing that you can do is literally just save money. And I have 2 accounts. I have a normal checking account and I have a savings account. So in my savings account, that's where I save all my money, and with my bank in my savings account, I'm able to have subdivisions. So for example, my subdivisions have taxes, let's say I want to buy a MacBook, and traveling. So each and every single week when I get paid, I save up, okay, $20 for tax. And let's say I want to get a MacBook by June, for example. So then it will tell me that if you want to get a MacBook by June, and I start saving today, if you want to get a MacBook by June, you have to save $100 each and every single week so that you're able to get it, because you're going to write like the amount of money that you're going to be needing for the MacBook. Let's say it's $1,000. This is an example though. And then like, instead of me saving the $100, because $100 is too much because of the money that I earn, because I feel like when it comes to saving, it also depends on the money that you earn and also when you want to reach your goal. I hope that I'm making sense. So what I do is I'll just save up, like for example, $50 each and every single week, and when I see that I have extra money just to spare, I'll just save it up into the thing that I'm trying to get at that particular time, depending on how soon I want to get to it. And another thing that I always do is that sometimes I initiate myself a nice time, instead of always buying out takeout foods or going out with my friends, or like buying food I eat at home and then I'll go out and not eat when I go out, and I'll just have something very cheap or small, or I just don't go out at all, because going out is expensive, paying for Lyft is expensive, having to pay at restaurants is expensive, going to some of these places is quite pricey. So I sometimes just show myself a nice time just for like a 1 week or 2 weeks, or I just don't, or I just like carry on saving my money. That's like the best way for me to save my money. But it is important to have a savings account that really does help you manage all the money that's coming in and out of your account. So being adapting, being in a whole new country, it has been good adapting in a new country. For me, it wasn't as bad. It was like the time zone and changing, it was bit hectic, but it wasn't bad, because when I stepped out of the Chicago airport, I knew that I'm not going to be here for like a week or 2 weeks. I'm literally going to be living here for a whole year. So for me, it wasn't like, oh my goodness, it's a new country. Like, obviously there were like small little cultural shocks and cultural differences that were like, oh okay, this is how things are done, oh okay, this is how I use this. But for the most part, for me personally, it was good, it was fun, was an experience I was able to learn. And also due to the fact that I've been to America before, it wasn't like, oh my goodness, it wasn't like that big of a transition. So it was good for me adapting into a new country. As an au pair, have you had any difficulties with your host kids? I love you, by the way. Oh, thank you so much. I love you too. I obviously, you are gonna have, you know, struggles and a bit of difficulties with managing kids, because not every day is the same. Some days are gonna be better than others. Some days you guys are like best friends, the next it's just, you know, but you're still gonna be best friends at the end of the day. I feel like just being able to know how to manage your host kids and also the kids that you look after, that really does help a lot. But the days that are good and the days that are down for like 5 seconds and then it's good again. So that has been. Does your host family always take you out whenever they go out for lunch or something? Not all the time. Like, usually they do ask me like, hey, do you want to go out with us? We're going to be going here. Sometimes I do say no because I want to be doing my own thing or I have my own plans. Sometimes they do go out on their own because I'm also just doing my own thing. I'm not at home, but then they do tell me if they're going to be doing something, and then it's my choice or decision if I want to go or not. Or sometimes we're just all just going to be going together. It just happens, like, let's say I'm working and then we're just going to be going out. But then if I'm not working, they do usually ask me like, do you want to come with us? If you don't, because they don't really mind if I do go with them, if I don't go with them. So it really depends on how I feel. To make friends in the US, see groups, some on Instagram, and also people in the neighborhood. But then the only person in the neighborhood is basically Emily, because me and her work together. And then like other people like I think and Gateko do my LCC group, and then Jamie also through my LCC group, and then other girls I've also met through Instagram, also like yeah, through Instagram. And then some people I just meet coincidentally, like just by having conversations with people. That's and also the thing of like your friend having a friend, and then you meet up with their friends, and then somehow you just get into their friend group, and then everybody's just friends. That's how I also made my friends, like meeting friends of friends, and then you just automatically all vibe, and then you just all become friends. Highlights of your year. The highlight of my 2021 was, I don't know, like there's just so many things that I can think of, but I feel like just God opening doors for me and presenting me with so many opportunities, me being able to be an au pair because I've been wanting to do it for such a long time, and then God opened this door for me going to New York. That was like one of the biggest highlights of my year. I'm even like staring at the New York picture that I have, like I'm staring at like, oh my goodness, I went to New York. Like going to New York was like one of the biggest highlights of my year. Getting my MacBook, because I've been wanting my book for so long. Like I feel like I don't have a specific one particular highlight, but then there's just so many highlights. Also the love and support that I received this year, like from my family, from my mom, from my friends, from my subscribers, from the people around me, that has also been a big highlight. But just the relationship that I grew with God and people in my life, you know. When I'm going back to Gauteng, this question is so personal. Why am I going back to Gauteng? Why am I going back? Why Gauteng specifically? Why not Cape Town or Dubai or London? Why Gauteng specifically? Honestly, with Gauteng, you guys will just see me landing all the time. But like many people always ask me like, hey, when you come back home, like guys, you guys will just see me landing at all the time or making a vlog. My family will just see me, call them like, hey guys, I've landed, please come and get me. Like even my mom, she doesn't even ask me anymore because she's just like, you're living your life ever. Other than that, you guys will just see me land go all the time because coming back this side for just 2 days, dude. Like I literally wanted to go back home for my vacation, but then I literally called the agency and they're like, no, you can't go back home because of the COVID situation, but call us closer to the time that you want to go back home. I called again, they're like, ish, the COVID situation is not good for you to go back home. Your visa's going to be affected, you might not be able to go back out of the country. And I was like, I'm not too sure about it. So I was just like, you know what, it's fine, I'll go back home soon. I feel like I'm just overwhelmed when I go back home because like everybody's asking me when they come back home. My question is, when I come back home, are you guys gonna like give me presents? Are you guys gonna give me money? Like now I need to see all these people, so it's gonna be quite fun. But like guys, you guys will just see me landing over Tambo. What high school did you go to? I went to work school 8. To believe that I was in high school like literally on to 3 years ago in 2021, but 4 years ago in 2022. Guys, we're getting old. Like we're getting old. Where do you buy your clothes? Kisses from Mozambique. Kisses to you too. I buy my clothes from Zara, Forever 21, Shein, Primark. Primark is the biggest plug, guys. Like literally on my explore page on Instagram, I just watch Primark, like what Primark has, because the Primark online store is trash, and Primark only has like 2 stores that I know of, one in Chicago and the 2 in New York. Other than that, I don't know any other ones. We don't have, and like the website is just trash, but they have such good clothes and the quality is good and the prices are just amazing. Where else do I buy my clothes? At Ross, at Marshalls, they also have good stuff too. TJ Maxx and also Nordstrom, they also have good clothes. Did I say H&M? Yeah, H&M as well. Yeah. Would you stay abroad or come back to SA? I mean, like the world is so big. Like I still need to travel the world. Like I still need to see different places. I still need to go to Dubai. I still need to live in London. I still need to see places. Like I don't know, like coming back home, like there's literally nothing with going back home. Like don't get me wrong, guys, like there's literally nothing going back home, but then I still want to see the world. I still want to explore and experience different cultures and experience different things. Like I still want to travel and live life, you know. Are you planning on studying in the US? I've been thinking about it, but then thing is, studying here is just so expensive, and like being an international student will be so tricky because it's just so expensive. Also, like being out of state and you don't live in a certain state is very expensive, and on top of that I'll need to find a scholarship and a bursary, and getting those is like tricky. I'm not saying that it's not attainable or achievable, but like you need to really have like the best of the best marks. So like those are like quite tricky in terms of finance, in terms of like the money that you need to pay, in terms of finding scholarships and bursaries. So I've been trying to consider it, but I've been thinking about like the money that I have to pay, and it is quite a lot. So that one I'm just like, I guess sure, but then it's all in God's hands, it's all in God's timing. If God wants me to do it, then I'll do it. If it's not in my plan, then I won't be able to do it. Would you recommend au pairing? Most definitely, if you do love kids, if you want to travel and explore and experience a different culture and experience, then I would recommend it. If you want to take a year or two to figure out what it is that you want to do in life, I do recommend it. Obviously, at the end of the day, you won't be able to travel as much as you would like to because you are obviously working. But then if you want to experience something different and a different culture and you love kids, then why not? Like, I do recommend it. It also goes by if you really want to do it. I can't say, yeah, like, it is good. It is a good experience, especially if you're young, being able to gain experience, and it will also prepare you for like your own kids in the future. Like literally, I feel like this is preparing me for my own kids in the future, and I'm like, yo, bad. I earned 2021, yo. I feel like have you earned 2021? It's 50-50. 50% I earned it, then the other 50% I didn't earn it. And I feel like it was at the beginning of the year where I did not earn it, even though like things were coming together for me, but then like things were a bit difficult. And then the only way for me to earn this year was for me to change my mindset in situations, because I realized that if I have a negative mindset towards things and the situation is negative, then the negativity will just, it will grow and it will be yucky. But then if the situation is negative and I have a positive mindset, then the negative situation will see that I have a positive mindset, then it will just go away, because it's like, this person is not vibing with my energy, I just need to go away. But for like, there were times when I owned it, and then other times it gripped me, and then I was like, you know what, I need to change my mindset and the way in which I look at situations. Then I was able to earn it again. So it's like it's a 50-50, but 2022 I'm gonna own it. I'm claiming it, I'm putting it out in the universe. I'm gonna own 2022, and that's on period. How often did you get homesick? I can count the amount of times I got on homesick like on one hand. But then like in terms of getting homesick, like at the beginning of the year when I got here, I did feel very homesick. Like I just wanted to be home. I missed home. And then during the summertime, yo guys, I was very homesick. Yo guys, I was so homesick. I just wanted to be at home. And then like other times, like I feel like the reason I don't feel as homesick as much is because I speak to everybody back at home every single day. I still feel like I'm in contact with everybody. I still feel like I'm in my friends' lives because I speak to them every single day. I feel like also just watching their stories and them living their best lives, and me just being able to talk and communicate with them, that does make me feel a lot more better. So if you guys hear noise, it is my home's kids. They are coming down the stairs, so don't mind that. Would you be bothered if your man did TikTok dances? I mean, like, I'm not a majaivani, so would I be bothered? I mean, like, I do YouTube. Busy, we ready. I mean, like, if he wants to do TikTok dances, then like let him be. Get ring. If he wants to do TikTok dances, then just have to let him be. But then would I be? I feel like I would be like a bit bothered. Just like a little bit, because that's like, yo, mutaka get my jiva and nagizu jiva. But there's I think I'd just be a little bit bothered, because I'm thinking about the answer. I'm like, ish, yeah, just be like a little bit bothered, just a little bit. What are your plans after your au pair? Yeah, I feel like asking au pair this question is like very difficult, because we're just like, I don't know. But my biggest plan is obviously to go back to school. I want to finish studying. I want to finish the degree that I started. Like, I need to start what I finished. I'm just not gonna let it go. I want to finish studying. There's that. And then there's other things that I need to work on in 2022 so that they're able to propel me to be able to do them into the future. But I feel like you guys will just be able to watch and see what I'm going to be working on. I don't want to sound like those YouTubers like, oh, you guys will be able to see what I'm working on. But I feel like you guys will just have to watch and see what I'm going to be doing after my au pair. Yeah, I'm actually like intrigued and excited for what I'm going to be doing, because I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I just need to like prepare myself now and prepare all the things that I want to be doing, so that once my year is done, I'm able to do it, you know. How did your mom react when you were telling that you want to go pro? I was very positive about it, because my mom kept on telling me to move and do au pairing, because I had no pair. So she was like, no, I suggest that you do au pairing so you're able to figure out what it is that you want to do in your life, because I was meant to do it in 2018 but I didn't. And then 2019 No, I was meant to do in 2019 and then I didn't in 2020, but due to COVID I couldn't, and then I had to postpone it to 2021. So she was really excited for me because she was like, as long as you're doing whatever makes you happy, and you know, as long as you're happy with the choices and decisions that you're making, then I'm honestly happy with that. I'm going to support you with each and every single thing that you do. If you want to move abroad, if you want to stay home, if you want to carry on with your studies, whatever you want to do, I'm literally gonna highly support you. So my mom was very supportive, and I'm just so happy and glad and grateful for all the love and support that she was able to give to me, because I'm like, wow, you know, I'm very happy to have a very supportive, understanding mother. Don't you sometimes wish you could visit your family every single day? Sometimes I just wish that after work I could just like rock up, drive and go to my mother's house and just go home and sleep in my bed and just wake up and like just chill with my mom in my room and just chill in her room and just annoy her for a bit. Like, I literally wish that I could just rock up and be like, right now, like, guys, sometimes I like think, I'm like, oh my goodness, I wish I could just go home. Or just like when my family's doing stuff, I'm like, oh my goodness, I wish I could join you guys or be with you guys when you guys are doing this. But I mean, like, oh, I'm here, so it's okay. But sometimes I really do wish that I could be doing stuff at home with my family. If you have any desires of staying that side, it's like a 50-50, to be honest. Like, time will tell. Like, will I be moving to Dubai? Will I be moving to London? Will I be moving to Australia? Will I be moving to Italy or Paris? I don't know. Time will tell. Time will literally tell. Did you decide to do au pairing? The reason why I decided to do au pairing is because I love working with kids, and also the fact that I was able to live in a different country and also earn money while doing it. Living in a different country, being able to experience something different, being able to open many more doors and see life in a different perspective, and just being able to see different things. Opportunity to travel, not only travel in South Africa, but also being able to travel in a whole different country. Okay, for a second year, go back home. I mean, like, as I said, I have 16 more days until I end this au pair year. You guys will be able to see in 16 days what's going to be happening, because my au pair, am I extending? Am I going back home? Am I going to go study? Am I moving to Europe? Am I moving to London? Am I going to Australia? I'm actually excited to tell you guys what I'm going to be doing. I'm really excited. Where would you still like to travel in the US? I still want to go to, I want to go back to Disneyland. I want to go to Los Angeles. I want to go to Las Vegas. I want to go to what's this place? Amy on my own this time, or like with friends. I want to go to Boston, Arizona. Obviously want to go back to New York. I obviously just want to go back to New York. I want to go to Seattle. There's just so many places that like I've been thinking, I'm like, I haven't been yet. Like, I've only been on places that are in the East Coast, and I haven't been on the West Coast because going on the West Coast is just so expensive. I also want to go to Mexico. So just being able to travel and see different places, that would like really be fun. What is your skincare routine? Your skin always looks flawless. Guys, in a time that sometimes my skin and I are fighting, and my skincare routine is like so basic. Like, I just use black charcoal soap, and then I use Aqua's cream, the one with the blue and the gray, that one. And then at night I put tissue oil on my face, and during the day I use Eucerin sunscreen. Yeah, that's like literally all I use. I also use Katakura, that also has helped me a lot. And then like at the beginning of the year I tried to use Fenty, but my skin was like in a very bad condition because it was still adjusting to like the temperature and me being a whole different environment. I tried using Fenty, and then that did not go well for my skin, and then I just stopped using it. Like, I stopped using it like at the beginning of the year because I'm like, no, my skin is like fighting and it wouldn't make sense for me to use it. And ever since, I just got scared to go back and try it again. So I've just been using all the stuff that I used while I was still back at home, because I don't want drama, like skin drama. But like, my problem is that I have like my blemishes don't want to go away, and I don't know what to do because I have such a sensitive skin that my skin usually reacts to new products that I use. So it's difficult for me to find a product that I'm able to like use and help me, you know, make my blemishes go away. If you guys do have anything, please recommend them to me. If you manage to save your money to buy new gadgets, and like the last thing where I said like I would save up a certain amount of money, it also depends on the amount of money that you do earn. Like, I'll save up like $50 or like $20 into my savings account. You need to make a proper video, and I did, but I just didn't upload it, a proper video and like going into detail on how I save my money, like step for step. I feel like that would actually help a lot. What has the au pair experience been for you? It has been very interesting. I'm very grateful for this experience because it was just filled with so much growth and so much learning. I was able to learn so much about myself. I was able to, you know, build good and great relationships around me, build a strong relationship with God. It has been, you know, like nothing in life comes easy. It has been, obviously it has had its challenges, but it has been, you know, an experience filled with so much learning and growth. And I'm just happy that, like, you know, all the things that I went through this year will be able to build me up for this new year that we are in. But I am grateful for the experience. Ever felt like going back home since you have been in the US, and how have you overcome that? I have felt like I wanted to go back home. I feel like there was like, yeah, 2 times I was just like, I want to go back home. I want to go back home. But then, like, I feel like just remaining in faith and remaining positive, and always like talking to my mom, and my mom supporting me, and like my mom talking to me, and my mom reassuring me. I don't want to get emotional. In faith, and like praying and talking to God and talking to my mom and my family, like that has like really helped me. But then the 2 times, like, I was able to overcome it, because like things are just, you know, yourself settling in the US or not. I mean, like, then why not? What do you wish to achieve before your pay year ends? One of the biggest things I wanted to achieve, like, while being an au pair, is being able to have a positive impact on the kids' lives, and I was able to do that. So I feel like I've already achieved the goal that I wanted to achieve as an au pair, being able to have a positive impact on the kids' life, just being able to be the older sister figure and being able to impact them positively. I feel like that was like literally one of my achievements. Also, like, just being able to travel and see different places, and being able to solo travel, like that one was like one of my biggest goals. I'm like, okay, being able to step out of my comfort zone, being able to solo travel. So me being able to do that, and me still being able to do that, that has really good and great for me. What was your favorite trip? My favorite trip was obviously my New York one. I mean, like, if you still have not watched Living City Girl Life, then you have to watch it. You have to take time out of your day to watch those vlogs. Like, guys, like, literally episode 2 is literally my favorite episode, and episode 1 is doing so well. I'm like, guys, but episode 2 is my favorite video. I watch it so much, and I'm just like, wow, I want to go back to New York. Going to New York was most definitely the highlight of my year. Like, here's me in Times Square, and then here's me at the, what's that place, the Observatory. I forgot what that place was, but whatever that place was, like, going to New York was a highlight, and then going to Chicago was okay, but being in New York, that was my highlight trip. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. I'm doing okay. Why hasn't your accent changed? I honestly don't know. So many people have asked me these questions. Others are like, oh, your accent has changed a bit, and I'm like, guys, my accent has not changed, because people that usually come here in like 3 months, they already say, yeah, I ain't, like, you know, I don't know, the accent just, it changes, and I'm like, why do I still have the same accent? Like, if I want to, I can speak in a whole American accent, but then I just need to like change like my whole voice, just be able to speak in like an American relationship. Stay tuned for next week's episode to find out. Guys, I have reached the end of the questions that you guys have asked me. Thank you so much for all of you guys that took the time to ask me all these questions. I honestly truly appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I don't want to get emotional, like, I'm holding my tears. But guys, thank you so much for 2021, and all the comments, and all the positive messages that I got from each and every single one of you guys, and all the likes. Like, I honestly love and I truly appreciate all of you guys, and I honestly hope that this year is going to be an amazing, blessed year for each and every single one of us. I hope that all our hearts' desires and all the goals and aspirations that we want to achieve and reach in this new year, we're able to achieve them. Guys, we're doing great. We're doing such amazing things. I hope that you guys enjoy this year. I hope that this year is kinder to you and your loved ones. I hope that this month is getting great to you. I know that January is January, but then we shall not worry this January, because we're walking in the light of our Lord Jesus Christ. And guys, thank you so much for all the love and support that you guys have shown me. We're only going up from here, and I know that we're going to keep on growing and keep on going further. Hope that you guys enjoy today, and I hope that you guys have an amazing, blessed day and year ahead. Bye.